Welcome back, everyone. This is Rhonda from the Salem Public Library doing another video this week, just bringing you a few little tidbits on some lesser known Google apps. Now, most of us are fully aware of Gmail and even Google Drive to an extent. Most of us know Maps and the Google Play Store from our Android phones. But today I want to talk about some of the lesser known ones. So in order to get to these apps, I just want to remind everyone that when you sign into your Gmail and you go ahead and you start searching the web for, whatever you're looking for, you will have a profile. Now, you don't need a profile in order to access some of these Google apps, but you won't really be able to save any of your progress. A lot of the Google apps automatically save for you, but if it's not connected to a Gmail of some kind, you're not going to be able to have any of your progress automatically saved. So go ahead and log into your Gmail if you want to go along with this and practice a little bit as I go. So once you're all logged in, you'll notice over here you have your account icon. So that means that you are logged in. And next to it is just this little matrix. So this is where you can find easily your Google apps. And clearly, we have most of our basic apps, as I was mentioning earlier. We got our Google News, Google Meet, Google Chat, Contacts, Calendar. Those are all things that most of us are fairly familiar with. But today, I just want to go over a few of the ones that are at the bottom. So I will be the first one to admit that I had never even checked out Google Finance. I'm pretty interested in what it does, though, now that I read up on it a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. If you are interested in the stock market in any way, Google Finance is a great app to sort of conduct research on stock investments and different types of strategies. It's also one of the best places to get a large volume of stock quotes and to keep updated on some of the financial news in the stock market. You can check world markets, you can check currencies, and even here up at the top, you can hit compare markets and it'll even give you different time frames that you can sort of look at to check out the different market types in different various days and all that. So you can scroll down, see it even gives you some suggestions. It gives you today's financial news. So overall, a really neat little app if the stock market is something that you're interested in. It doesn't hurt to take a peek at it and see if it's something that suits what you're looking for. But I never knew that this app existed, so I was pretty excited to see that. So I'm going to go back out. And we're going to look at, so I'm not going to go over docs or sheets or slides because those are all fairly well known throughout the Google suite. We have Blogger here, which you actually, it was bought out by Google, I believe in the early 2000s. And clearly it's just a blogging site. You can go on there and, you can blog about just about anything. And it gives you some tips and tricks on how to make your blog successful. Google Hangouts is actually a discontinued app, so I'm not going to go over that, but I just wanted to throw it out there to anyone who's curious as to what it is. It used to just be an instant messaging service, just like Facebook Messenger, but it was not really well used at all, and so it has been discontinued. Another one I wanted to show you is this neat little Google Keep app. So when you go into this, you notice that, it says notes and reminders. This is actually just a easy note-taking daily routine app that if maybe you have a grocery list that you're needing to put down in your phone somewhere, or if you have a doctor's appointment, things like that maybe you have some information you wanted to take note of. This is just a really easy, very chill app for you to go ahead and keep some of that information stored in. Go back out. Another one that I recently found out about is this Jamboard. Jamboard. So this will be the last one that I go over today, but if you are into any kind of teaching, or even if maybe you like playing drawing games with your family, there's actually a lot of different ways that you can use this Jamboard. But what Jamboard is it's actually an online digital interactive whiteboard. So the nice thing about this, and once I actually found out what it was, I tried it out with my daughter, and I had her actually share this. Well, I shared this with her, and she was able to pull it up on her Chromebook, and we played Pictionary on it. So it can, it's definitely up to you to make it fun, but it is used very well for an education tool. So if you are collaborating on a project with somebody, or maybe you're trying to teach a class virtually and you need some sort of whiteboard to share. So a lot of math teachers might use it. This is actually a really neat program. So just so you can kind of see on the side here, my little buttons are kind of blocking it here, but there's a pen tool. You can just go in, you can literally start drawing things. It's really nice, and I think that it's a fun little app to share with other people who, need to see something visually in order to learn it. Well, I think that's enough for today. I will be more than happy to do another video explaining some of the other ones, just to give you a quick preview of what they are. Here we have this Google One. This is the Google equivalent of Microsoft's OneDrive. So it's really just a cloud-based storage service. There's Google Travel that, of course, will help you book certain flights and help you get prices. We have Google Podcast, which is a little self-explanatory. And down here, we have Google Forms, which you can actually use for surveys. You could create little surveys and share them with people and have them fill them out, get detailed results, and you can actually Google Forms will even calculate those results for you and put them in a really neat little pie graph. So that will be a video I'll sort of work on a little bit later on down the road, but today just wanted to give you a quick summary on some of these, and I hope you learned something new today. So I want everyone to have the best day possible, and thank you so much for watching. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube to keep up with other tech tips. All right. Thank you very much.